Hello there, everybody. Lydia here from Reaching Heights, and welcome. I have such a beautiful soul and spirit today here at your Motivated Hustler Mondays. She is a mother. She is a host, a reporter, a production she works in production, a producer, that's the word, as well as an event
Yes,
coordinator.
yes.
And she's founder of Moms Make It Work. And
Hi.
oh, do I love that. I mean, it's so neat. It's such a community here. So how are you doing, Veronica? How's it
I
going?
am good, Lydia. It's going well. Thank you so much for having me. This is great. I love what you're doing, first of all.
Thank
So
you.
I'm just so grateful to be a part of your platform today.
Thank you so much. So this is we were chatting and we were like, you know what? We're gonna give you the real today. We're gonna give
Girl,
you what it
yes,
is. You know,
yes.
this is Moms Make It Work. Like she just said, my son is at school. I just put my little one to bed, and now I'm here to work. I'm showing up. So yes,
Yep.
I really commend her for that
Thank you.
because that is the truth. That is the
Yes,
truth of
girl.
moms, right?
I was like, listen, I don't have time to do the makeup. I was like, they're gonna see me, glasses on. Look, I did my nails for y'all. That right there. My nails are done for
And you're
y'all.
getting a lot. You're getting a lot.
You get
And
a
I
lot
think
right
that's
now.
great because it's really about, we have all these hats, we're doing all this stuff. I
Yeah,
mean, honestly, and with a toddler, it
yeah.
is work.
It's a lot.
These little beings are
Yeah,
so demanding of attention. These
yeah.
babies, I mean, mother in itself, that's why I always state that mother is a job. It's a
It
title.
is.
It is a full-time employment. Like I say, with
Yes,
no pay leave, with no vacation, no sick days,
absolutely.
you're investing your time, your energy, your everything. It is work.
It
It
sure
is work.
is. It really is. And I don't think people realize that until they get into it. Like I knew that it was work, but it wasn't until I became a mom that I realized how much work it was. Because my mom, I mean, she had 8 of us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I saw how hard she worked, but I was like, I never really understood until I was in it.
Yeah. You don't
And I just have to,
understand how much it takes from you as a person.
yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think that it all starts with that first experience of breastfeeding, like
yes,
the need that they have to be on you, like for you to be feeding them. It's like every 2 hours. I mean, you are
yep,
exhausted. It's the need that this human being has for you, how much it takes out of you.
it
That's
takes
why
a
I
lot.
love your message and Mom Makes It Work, where it's about, refilling your cup.
Yes,
Tell
yes, it
us,
is.
tell us what inspired it. Tell us the story how it all came to be, and what motivated and what motivated you to create this platform.
So, you know what? It started 8 years ago, even before I became a mom, before I was even married. And it started because I was trying to create a show for a contest that Oprah was starting.
Uh-huh.
And she said, I need some show ideas. Whoever wins, they'll get to be on their own network. So I was like, oh, what show idea can I have? It has to be original, it has to be unique. And I said, you know what? Why don't we create a show for moms who are empty nesters? And now it's time for us to give back to them, for them to go after their dreams or do whatever they want to do. And we'll call it Mother May I. So I sent in my video and everything. I'm like, Oprah's going to pick me because this is a good show. I did not get picked. But I said, you know what? This is such a great idea. Like, I honestly, because like I said, we were talking about it before, like my mom is such an inspiration to me because I see how hard she worked. I mean, of course, my dad was there too. You know what I mean? But I'm from a traditional household, a
Yeah,
traditional African household. So my dad went to work. And even
yeah,
though my mom was working in the early parts too, but still she was home, she was cooking, she was
yeah,
cleaning, making sure each of us had our homework done, making sure that we had our lunches packed. Like, I mean, everything for 8 children. And I'm like, this, when
amazing.
you're a child, you're just like, oh, they're just getting it done. You're not thinking how they're getting it done. And you
Yeah,
don't realize how much, I didn't realize how much she sacrificed.
yeah,
And one thing that she had always said was that she wanted to go back to school, and she did it. Like my youngest brother, he was in high school, and she went. I remember I was in college and she was in college, and she graduated with a master's, not just a BA, but
amazing.
for her master's. So I was always inspired, and I said, you know what, this is this has to happen. Like, and that's when it became real for me. So years will pass, like that was 8 years ago, and I'll pick it up and put it back down, pick it up and put it back down. And then I became a mom. And then I was like, you know what? It's more than just for the empty nesters. Like, I need to be encouraged. I
Yeah.
need to talk to other women, and I need to know that I can still go after my dreams because I still have things that I want to do, but
Yes.
how can this happen? And that's when I said, you know what? I changed the name, changed to Moms Make It Work. And I said, it has to be for moms in every stage of motherhood. And we have to inspire and encourage one another to continue to go after our dreams. And that's it.
Absolutely, because I mean, it's hard, and the conversation has changed. It used to be much more traditional, where it was just you. A woman had a specific role, a mother
Mm-hmm.
had a specific role, specific
Yeah.
task, and that has changed. Now we're
Yeah.
everything. We do
Yes.
everything, and yes,
Yes.
we do have dreams, and the sky is the limit. But
Yep.
does it? And I'm a confession, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I, for a long time, was very afraid and reluctant to have kids because I
Mm.
always knew I wanted to, but I always was reluctant because to me, and this is so even bad, but you have to say it because you have to be open and vulnerable.
Right. Yeah.
Having kids meant the end of you. It was like I felt like a crisis, a existential crisis for me, right?
Right. Right.
Because it was
Right.
like
Because you knew
having
things were going to
children.
change forever.
Yes, it meant the end
Yeah.
of Lydia. Meant
Yeah.
no more me, right? I
Right.
felt like if I had children, I was gonna just myself was going to disappear. And
Isn't that
I see that
crazy?
because my mom,
Yep.
she gave up. She was a single mom, so she
Mm-hmm.
had to give up her. She dedicated her entire life to her children,
Yeah.
and she like my father died when we were young, and she never
Oh,
remarried.
wow.
She never even found love again, which to me
Mm.
was always crazy. Like her
Yeah.
entire life was her children, and that's why I felt like it was the end of me if I had children. So for this group, this is what I mean, why I
Yeah.
see something like this that is
Mm-hmm.
so valuable and important to tell women like, no, it is not the end of you. You have
It's
these
not.
feelings
It's
that
not.
are
It's
going to
just
be
an addition
yes,
of who you are, but it's
yes,
not the end of you. And it's not all of who you are either. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I don't know if it was a song or something or a hashtag that I saw, but it's like, I'm more than just mom. Or maybe it was a hashtag, like, my name is not mom. I'm more than just mom. You know what I
Yes,
mean? And that's the thing. Like, we become moms and it's like, oh, that's it. And it's like, no, that's not it.
yes,
But the trouble is that we don't always have the resources to help us to be not just mom.
yeah.
That's the problem,
And
because
like
it's
you
like,
say, the guilt, right, from our own
yeah,
community, where it's like,
yeah,
if you're, to say I'm more than mom is like, no,
yes,
yeah, yeah. To say my name is not mom, yes, you are this whole person. And a mother is
yeah.
just like this part of you and not
Right. And yes, it's a big
losing
part
yourself.
of us. It's a big part of who we are, right? But we have to be so careful that it's not that we don't take it as all we are, that we don't become our children's lives. Because listen, at the end of the day, 18 years compared to that extra, God willing, you live a long time, to the extra 20, 30 more years that you have left on this earth, then it's like you have to like find yourself again. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like who okay, so who exactly am I? Because my kids know exactly who they are, or they're on
yeah,
their way to finding that, right? They're good. They're
yeah,
leaving the house. And now it's like, okay, now I have to find myself all over again.
yeah,
And we just want to get it at the root, right? We want to
yeah,
get it at the root and say, and even if they're moms of tweens, if you're just or teenagers, we just want to get it and like, listen,
yeah,
hey, what I mean? You are you still.
yes,
And if you have forgotten who you are, it's time for you to remember who you are,
yes.
and we want to help you on that journey because
And to know that it's
it's not
okay.
always easy. It's
To
not
know it's
always easy.
okay. It's okay for you to take time for you. It's okay
It is
for you to
okay.
do, to say, my kids are driving me crazy. I need a break. It's
Yeah,
okay
it's
to do all
okay.
those things. Yeah.
It's okay. Because let me tell you something. Our kids will tell us, even at their young age, my son will say, Mommy, don't do that. Oh, don't do what? Like, he'll never even know. Kids are so honest at that age. He's 3. He's gonna
Yeah.
be 4 in March, and they are so they have no issues with telling us where they're like, listen, no, I don't want this. So
Yes,
why can't
yes,
we take a break sometimes and not feel guilty about it? They're not feeling
exactly.
guilty about it.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. It's so
You know?
true. So true.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. So what is it that you're trying, besides obviously sending the message, that you're
Yeah.
how is it that you truly wanted to impact the community?
So okay, so I've been having these once a month events, like we're the self-care event that we're having in March, on March 9th, in a couple of days, is
Yes.
our fourth event. And I'm so happy to say that, because honestly, like, this time last year, I had no idea what I was gonna do. You know, I was like, I need to get started. I need to get started. And I didn't know how. And I was like, you know what? I know how to do events well. I should do an event. You
Yes.
know, so what we're trying to do is to reach the community through these events and through these impactful events where we have speakers come in to just talk to the women and just have a conversation, and we have networking. And at each event, I really insist that that you don't leave there not knowing someone, because we all have our goals, and I want us to really form accountability partners. And I really have been impressing that on everyone when we have our events. Like, make sure you team up with someone, and make sure that you're talking to someone every day, you know, to let them know what your goals are. And I think it's important, because we need to know that we're not doing this by ourselves. We're not in this alone. And that's what I want to let these moms know, that you're not in this alone. We're here to help you on your journey, and we want to see you succeed. We want to see you go after your dreams, no matter what it may be. We want to provide you with the resources to do so. So right now, I've just been having these one-day events, but this year I am planning to have workshops on the different goals that I've seen some of the women put down. Like, we always have like a big
Yeah.
chart, you know, that chart that we always put up, and it says, I've always wanted to. So I've
Yes.
always wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to buy a house. I've always wanted to become an entrepreneur. Like, whatever that what is. We want to begin to provide workshops for the moms so that they could really get tangible takeaways.
That's so exciting. I cannot
Yeah.
wait because I go to your events and I want to do this. And I definitely would love to see those workshops come through and
Oh,
be
they are. I'm
absolutely there.
working on them. I'm working.
Yes, great. That's amazing. And that's what's needed because I met you exactly like that. I had just
Yeah.
became a brand new mom, but I
Yep.
also had launched my career, my
Yes.
business, and it was
Yes.
like, how do I do this? What am I doing? And
Yeah.
really that event, and it's like you say, the accountability, just knowing that there was this group,
Yeah.
just the moms that I met there, that told their stories that I was able to talk to, you
Yeah.
know, keep them in my head as these
Yes.
people that are like in our conversation, you got this, girl, you do this
You got it.
this is
Yeah.
not easy. And that really, I was able to take away from that and really help it fuel me,
Yeah.
to continue. And whenever I'm thinking like, man, I'm doing this and I'm a mom, and not everybody that I run into in my entrepreneurial world is a mom. So it's different set of challenges when
It is.
when you're a
Yeah.
mom trying to do a business. So to
It
know that
really
there's
is.
a group out there and there's a support,
Yes.
it means the world. It means
I'm
the
so
world.
happy to hear you say that. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It does. And like you say, to know that you have the resources, that you know there's going to be these workshops where you're
Yeah.
going to be able to go to and be like, learn how to, like, I want to write a book, publishing
Here
this,
it
that,
is. Exactly.
You're the
Yes.
good, the need to, like, yes, I need that because, why I started Motivated Hustler Mondays, why I started Reaching Heights was because I felt like there was no role modeling. Like,
Mm.
as a Latina, woman that came from very humble beginnings, you don't, most of my family, most of the people I know don't have businesses.
Right.
They go to work. A lot of is blue collar, and so they don't have business. So there was nobody I could ask.
Mm-hmm.
How do I start a business? Where do I even go? I literally had to YouTube University
Yeah.
Way
Right?
through it.
It's the truth.
You
It's the
know,
truth.
because
Yeah.
I'm smart. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm smart. Let me figure this out. But I had no role modeling.
Yeah.
So I felt like this was my gift. I was like, people, I want to give people access to these stories, to these
Hmm.
amazing people like you that are following their dreams, that are being brave enough, but to show it ain't easy. Because is it
It's
easy, Veronica?
no, it is not easy. Let me tell you something. Like, it is like it's the hardest work that you'll ever do, because first of all, there's no one that's gonna put in the amount of work like you. Like, this is your gift. This is your baby. You know what I mean? And so I know exactly what God has given me to do. And I'm like, I need to do it. And so, like, even when I'm tired, even like I just put on Instagram today, I was like, I am feeling so blah today. But I was like, I just need to do what I have to do because this needs to succeed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If we
Yep.
all sat on our gift, can you imagine what, like, how many people will be missing out because you
Exactly.
decided to sit on your gift because you knew you
Exactly.
had a purpose and you don't want to go after it? So I'm like, no, I have to go. I have to do this, you know? And so, yes,
So
it's
would you
about
say that's your
researching.
motivation?
Huh?
Would you say that's your motivation?
Yes, knowing that this is my gift and that I have to go. Yes, absolutely. Because the thing is like, I feel like when you know that God has given you purpose and a gift, it's like something that's bubbling up inside. And it's like, I can see how big this is supposed to be. But unfortunately, I can't fly and breeze through it. I have to take baby steps and I have to learn and I have to do my research and I have to, there's steps that we have to take along the way, but I know I'm going to get there. You know what I mean? Like, I can
Yeah,
see it and I know
absolutely.
that it's going to happen.
You
But I
preaching
just
right
have
now
to,
to my soul.
yes, I just have to be patient and I just have to be disciplined and continue doing what I'm doing. That's
Absolutely.
it.
Like I say, you're preaching to my soul because, boy, you have those times, especially when you're venturing into your own project where you're like,
Hmm.
oh my goodness, what am I doing? Am I doing the
Yeah,
right thing? But
yeah,
it's like you say, is this feeling, right? It's
yes,
exactly what you say. You want to fly through it. You see it. You have this vision and you want to be
yep,
there. You want to
yes,
be there where you see it. But
yes,
there's so much from where you are to where you're getting. And even if there's so much, it's not to see it like there's so much, I'm so far. No, it's the baby steps and the step
yes,
by step that you got to take. But, it's not
absolutely.
easy. It's not
It's
easy.
not it's not easy, but we just have to know that with all this hard work, that a reward is definitely gonna come. And
Yeah.
that reward for me is knowing that I'm helping these women. That's the reward for me. Knowing that I am helping women like my mom, that I'm
Yeah.
helping women who have big dreams and who have sacrificed everything for their children, but know that someone is here for you too. That you
Yeah.
also have someone who has your back. You know what I mean? That you don't have to
Absolutely.
give up everything. You really
Absolutely.
don't. That we could balance this motherhood out. We can
Yes.
do it.
Yes. It's like, woo! I feel like there has to be like horns. Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So tell me, what do you see for Moms Maker Work for the future? Where do you want to take it?
So right now, my main audience is here in the Bronx, right? So that's where I started. That's where I'm from, BX,
Yeah, that's right.
born and raised here. But I want to take it to other markets as well. I want to be able to spread our wings, like your wings.
Yeah,
I want to reach those heights.
that's right.
And just make sure that it becomes an organization where like an actual center or a resource center through the website or an actual physical place where women can come and get any type of resources that they need to help them in any way possible. So like I said, if they want to find out ways of writing a book or becoming a business owner or how to get back into the corporate world, like we want to be able to have facilitators, to have counselors, to have uh, people on site or through our network that'll be able to help them to get to those places. And also, I'm also trying to form a community where we can help one another, because if I know that you are a nutritional counselor and I'm looking to get back on my a healthy diet, I can always come to you, Lydia. You know what? I need this. And
Yeah,
maybe there's something I can help you with. So I'm also trying to form that community for the moms to build our mom tribe.
Absolutely, mom tribe, absolutely. Okay, great. Thank you so much. What advice would you have somebody that is sitting on their gift, somebody that is sitting on their purpose? What advice would you give them?
I would say, first of all, have faith. That's my thing. I have faith and I know that I can do all things through Christ. Like if God has given me something, there's no way that he's not gonna prepare you for it. So just because nothing is happening at the moment, don't think that God isn't working. He's working. And at the right time, you're going to go when you decide I'm just gonna do it, he is gonna open up those doors because that's what happened for me. I said, you know what? It's time to have this launch party. And we had the launch party and God provided. That's what happened. Just put your faith to the test and it will happen for you. Don't be scared because if you have something in you, it needs to come out. It needs to come out. If that gift
Yes,
is bubbling
yes,
up inside you, that means that it's something for you to do. Don't be scared. Take that step and just get it done. We have so many people out here who are just do it. And it's not even their gift. So imagine if
yeah.
you just did it. Imagine if you
Oh boy,
just did it,
I
how
tell you, that
successful
is
it
the
could be.
truth.
Right?
That is the truth because you have people here, that you have, and this is not about shaming or anything, but you have your
No.
gifts, right? You have these ideas, and they come to you, and they go ahead and copy you, and you're like, you
Yes.
know what? That's all right. That's all right because you can do it, and I can do it, and it won't yield the same results because
Listen, yes, there's
they're
room at
my
the table
gifts.
for everyone. That's what we have to remember. There's room at the table for everyone. So even if you see someone doing it already, they're not going to do it like you, and you're not going to do it like them because
Exactly.
everybody has their own flavor. You add in your own flavor to the recipe. So do what you have to do. Stop comparing. One thing I always say is stop comparing yourself to others. God has prepared a road for you. Stay on your road and be focused. I just came back from this conference, and this woman, Bishop Bashai, she was like, slay in your lane. And that is, I'm taking that with me. Slay in your lane. Okay?
Yes,
Don't let anybody come in your lane trying to mess you up and trying to deter you from your dreams. If God has placed you in that lane, then you go ahead and you do what you have to do and know that you're going to come out victorious. So
that's right.
that's my advice. Just go after what you believe in and have faith that it's going to come through. It's going to
Absolutely.
happen for you. And it may take years. I said this was 8 years in the making, and I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I still haven't reached to the top of where I'm supposed to be. But you know what? I'm doing it. And that's what you need to do. Just do it.
Exactly. And isn't that true? Because you just mentioned it's been 8 years, but isn't that true? I've been thinking about reaching heights for years as well, and it took
Hmm.
me time to get there. But when you have, like you say, this purpose and this thing inside of you that you have to give, it starts to fester. It's like
Yeah.
the noise starts getting louder and louder
Yes.
and louder in your head, talking about, girl, this is what you gotta do,
You
right?
have to do it. You
And it
have to
starts
do it.
aligning itself. It starts like just coming out and bringing it up and putting you into position, and
Yes.
that's how you know just to follow that.
That's how you know. Like, just do it. And you know what? If sometimes you fail, you know what? Get up. You learned what you had to learn and do it and go after it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely, great point, great gem. Don't be afraid to fail. Fail
Don't.
and fail often is what I say. Fail and fail
Exactly.
often, because if
Fail
you're
often
failing,
and
you're
then
failing
learn and do it
often, you're
again.
learning.
You're
Yep.
learning. You're learning every time. So don't let it be like oh, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. No. Get up.
Yep.
Get up and do it again. Try again.
It's
You're
like
gonna
it's
get it
like
right
teaching
that
our
day.
kids, right? Like potty
Yeah,
training, like bicycles,
exactly.
like we have to like keep
Everything that they
on doing.
do, we could definitely learn from them. Everything that they do it over and over again. But
Yeah,
you know what? They become successful at it, and we are their cheerleaders. So
that's
learn
right.
how to cheer yourself on.
Oh, that is beautiful to end on that. That is beautiful to end on that. Learn how to cheer yourself on. Absolutely love it. Thank you
Yes.
so, 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 so much, Veronica.
Oh,
I
thank
really
you,
appreciate
Lydia.
you and your time. I think that, definitely have dropped some beautiful gems, and ladies out there
Thank
that
you.
are looking at this, can really take away one, if you're, as a mom, it's okay to put yourself first, but also to
Yes.
go ahead and believe in your dreams, and take
Yes.
it one step at a time. So honestly, and it is not easy, but you just got to get out there and
You
do it.
just got to do it. And one thing that I have to say that I always say, like, if our children see us reaching for the stars, they're going to want to soar too. So don't be afraid to do it. We're their example. They're watching us. So go ahead and fly. Fly, fly, fly,
Yes,
girl, fly.
yes, that's right. Thank you so much, Veronica. I
Thanks,
surely
Lydia.
appreciate you. Last thing is, where do people find you? Where do I follow
Okay.
you? Drop your handles.
Yeah. All right. So Moms Make It Work is the Instagram handle for the company, and you can find us on momsmakeitwork.com. My personal is Mrs. Lady V310. But yeah, follow us on Moms Make It Work, and drop your stories in there. I hope to see you at some of our events. Our next event is March 9th at the Mount Haven Bar and Grill. We're going to be talking about Love Starts with Mom. So if you haven't RSVP'd, there are not a lot of tickets left. So I hope you get to RSVP, and I hope to see you there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And everybody,
Thank
go
you,
check out
Lydia.
Moms Make Your Work. It is a beautiful organization. And we're out here encouraging and cheering each other on and
Yes,
knowing to put you first, right? So,
yes, yes,
honestly,
absolutely.
follow Moms Make Your Work. And
Yes,
as always, follow Reaching Heights, subscribe, and remember, together we rise.
yes.